EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion right goes Adams. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10. Powell. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Raiders at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills?
Yep. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Mahomes. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Raiders defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 16-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here's Pacheco on the read option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 4. Howell down to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A toss left side for Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go play action. Howell. That's caught by Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Adams the man in motion right. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes going to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Past the 20. It shifts past him. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Cooper Kupp from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember. They start. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
It feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pacheco once more. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. Powell going to go for it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Pacheco. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now Rodgers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Off play action. It's Howell. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This 2nd and 4. In motion right is Tony. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 26. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good 1st step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp. And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. In motion right is Tony. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second down throw for Howell. This is caught by Tucker. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Howell. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Howell now to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Another throw for Howell. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Now throwing on 1st down here. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes going to throw. Escapes the sack. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Here's a diving catch right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Now Howell. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's Howell with another throw. He'll let this go for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
On second down, Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones. And running with power here. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And Howe will throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now they go play action with Howell. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. down.